Và bây giờ xin mời quý vị nghe cháu Tình Bang đọc cái cháu muốn phát biểu trước hay là cháu muốn đọc cái thư trước? Cháu sẽ đọc cái thư của dân biểu của Yên Thư, sau đó cháu sẽ nói, và khi cháu nói thì chúng ta cũng làm sao đó ủng hộ tinh thần cho cháu nói mạnh mẽ lên quý vị.
Dạ, xin chào tất cả quý vị. Con sẽ đọc cái thơ của MP An Minh Tư Gót. Good day to all the demonstrators who are here to denounce the lack of respect for human rights and the Formosa environmental disaster. Formosa environmental crisis is very troubling and of great concern to the citizens affected. Vietnamese marine life is trying to recover from the Formosa disaster. This corporation is responsible for discharging toxic waste into the ocean and disrupting the livelihood of Vietnamese fishermen. During last spring's demonstrations in Vietnam, the government cracked down on citizens. According to Human Rights Watch, Vietnam has at least 112 bloggers and activists who are serving prison sentences simply for exercising their basic rights of freedom of expression, assembly, association, and religion. Vietnam has signed international treaties and has committed to respecting freedom of expression. The Canadian government cannot close its eyes to the repeated abuse inflicted upon Vietnamese human rights advocates. You have gathered here today to make sure of that. I have written several times to the Vietnamese embassy and to encourage the Canadian Minister of Foreign Affairs to ask for the protection and release of defenders of human rights in Vietnam. From coast to coast, all demonstrators are joined in denouncing the lack of freedom of expression in Vietnam. I add my voice and call on the Canadian government to put pressure on the Vietnamese government to free prisoners of conscience Nguyễn Ngọc Như Huỳnh, Nguyễn Văn Đại, Trần Thị Nga, Nguyễn Văn Hoa, Nguyễn Văn Oai, Cân Thị Tiêu, Trần Huỳnh Duy Túc, and Trần Thị Huệ. I have to ask myself, why am I here today? Why are we here today? We have been called upon by Father Lee, who has called upon the Vietnamese people. Today we stand in front of Queen's Park, but we do not stand alone. The Vietnamese community all across the world has unified to stand together to oppose the brutality and the oppression of the communist government of Vietnam. We are here today to send a message, not only to the Vietnamese Communist government, whose constant disrespect and disregard for human rights and their people, but we are here to send a message to the people of Vietnam, particularly those involved in the protests against the government. To them, we say this: the future of the country is in your hands. The future of the people are in your hands. We here are standing to support you. You must stand up for what is right. You must stand up for freedom and democracy. All across the world, people today have gathered to show their support for what we believe is right. We will always support you. Dạ, xin giờ con nói vài lời tiếng Pháp. Pourquoi est-ce qu'on est ici aujourd'hui? On est ici aujourd'hui parce que le prêtre Lee a appelé sur le peuple vietnamien. On est ici aujourd'hui devant Queen's Park parce que on oppose le gouvernement communiste du Vietnam qui veut remettre les droits humains du peuple du Vietnam. Pas de personne n'a le droit de vendre un pays. On est ici pour envoyer un message au peuple du Vietnam et au gouvernement communiste du Vietnam. On doit défendre ce qui est juste. On doit défendre la liberté et l'égalité. Aujourd'hui, on est ici pour donner notre support à toutes les personnes qui battent pour ces droits. Yes, Ngabon.
Cảm ơn dân biểu Quách Như Thư và cháu Tình Bang. Và bây giờ món quà thứ hai chúng tôi sẽ gửi tới cho quý vị, đó là linh mục Tadio Nguyễn Văn Lý cũng đang có mặt ở trong buổi tình hiện nay.